Okay, I'm here. Try to get my camera up. There we go. Looks like we've got a little bit of fuzz going on here. We're gonna have to work with our camera a little bit. I'm not coming in as normal. Let me check my filters and see if I can get this picture together. How you doing today? This is the BFTAA and More show. I'm your host, Louis George Walker. As I attempt to get this picture looking a little bit closer to normal. Yeah, all right. We're here and we're coming alive on KUAW radio, and we're glad to be with you. My background still doesn't look clear, but let me. All right. So this is the BFTAA and More show. I'm your host, Louis George Walker, coming to you from the from the KUAW radio studio located in the W.E.B. Du Bois Learning Center. Yes, and we're here every Monday at 5 o'clock for the BFTAA and More show. It's a product of the Black Family Technology Awareness Association and the W.E.B. Du Bois Learning Center. So we're broadcasting here, and you can watch us live. Tell your friends to come to it. Right now we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitch. We're having a little issue with Twitter right now, so we're not on the Twitter site. Got to see what they've changed something in their algorithm, so we're not coming in on Twitter as we used to. And Twitter, as you know, has a new owner, and a lot of things have been changing on that. So that's something that we will be dealing with. But you can pick us up on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Just search for KUAW Radio. You can also, let me get this sound right here. You can also get us on audio only. So if you're in your car, you want to listen to us on your radio, you got a Bluetooth speaker, tell it to play KUAW Radio. We'll come on there. We're on TuneIn app. We're on Get Me Radio, Online Radio Box, and My Tuner. So we want you to check us out. That's going to be a way to get us on the audio side. We're also on Roku and Apple TV. So any place you want to, you can pick up KUAW Radio. We're there. We're on a lot of sites. We broadcast 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So you can always get us. Some of the things that we have that we're doing. We have some blues on the weekend. We have gospel music. We have old school. We got smooth jazz. We got some funk. We've got a lot of different radio styles and a lot of good talk shows and community information that come to you from KUAW Radio. So we hope that you would check us out and listen to us live. So the Black Family Technology Awareness Association is about closing the digital divide that exists between our African American families and underserved families all over and the internet. So we're trying to get families involved in technology, and we've got some events coming up that we're going to talk about a little later on in the show that we want you to bring. If you're in the Kansas City area, to bring your kids, the family, come on down, check out what we've got going on. That's going to be happening in May. So we have a lot of things that are going on there. We're also going to be celebrating in February, so I'm always thinking ahead, our 20th anniversary of the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. And right now, there is a fundraiser online. It's the L. George Walker fundraiser for the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. I'm doing it as a birthday fundraiser for that will go to the organization. So we've raised over $600 so far. We're going to the end of this month with this fundraiser, and we'd like to raise $2,000. So if you're on Facebook or YouTube, look for the Black Family Technology Awareness Association fundraiser. It's the L. George Walker fundraiser for BFTAA, Black Family Technology Awareness Association. We want to get as much raised as we can. You can also donate if you go to our webpage, which is www.bftaa.org, and there's a donate button up in the upper left-hand side of the page that you can donate with PayPal or through PayPal to KUAW and the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. And if you go to the KUAW page at www.kuaw.org, you can make a donation there for the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. So there's a lot of ways that you can make a donation to it. You can also mail us to our post office box. That's P.O. Box 300 166, Kansas City, Missouri 64130. Address it to the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. You can send checks or money orders there. We'll be glad to take those. So there's a lot of ways to give, and we hope that you would take advantage of that. Also, we'd like to hear from you. So if you want to call in while this show is going on today or at any time to leave a message for us, dial 816-599-6893. That's the radio station's number, 816-599-6893. If you dial that, you'll get a recording if it's not during the show. If you do it now, I can answer it for you, and we can get your question, and we can take it on the air if you'd like to give it to us. You can also leave messages in Facebook on our Facebook page, all of that. So we're just ready to hear from you in any way that you want to contact us. The Black Family Technology Awareness Association and KUAW Radio, we're glad to be bringing you information. And one of the things we like to do is stay on top of technology. I've been playing around with a little bit of AI right now. One of the things is you hear a lot about Chat GPT. So I've been using that a little bit to see how it works. And it's not a bad program. It does some things that can be beneficial for you. So if you haven't already looked into it, you might want to check out a little bit of what's going on in artificial intelligence. Not something to run from, but it's something that we should look at and be able to set some guardrails up, decide how we want to use it, how it will be used, but not to say that it's a bad thing just in and of itself. So we're going to be talking a little bit about AI. A lot of things to get to. One of the first things that we do every week, though, is we like to bring you what's going on at NASA, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. I have a hard time talking today. But anyway, what's going on at NASA will be coming up. We're going to put that on right now so that you can see some of the things that are happening. And then we're going to go in a space to ground so you can also find out what's going on with the space station that is orbiting the Earth right now. So we've got that information from NASA, and we're going to go to it right about now. Let's see if I can bring up this week at NASA. Just a second, as we gather our thoughts and get things lined up here. There we go. All right, this is what's happening this week at NASA.
Some news about our Moon to Mars architecture. Chalk up another one for our frequent flyer on Mars. And yes, this spacecraft scanned fine things in the sky. A few of the stories to tell you about this week at NASA. NASA released results of the agency's first architecture concept review and analysis process to align our Moon to Mars exploration strategy and codify the supporting architecture. The architecture defines the rockets, spacecraft, spacesuits, operations, and other elements needed to support human missions to the Moon and Mars. Learn more at nasa.gov/Moon to Mars architecture. April 19th marked the 2-year anniversary of our Ingenuity helicopter's first flight on Mars. To date, it has completed 50 flights on the Red Planet and reached a new altitude record of 59 feet. Ingenuity, a technology demonstration designed to prove powered, controlled flight on another planet was possible, was expected to make no more than 5 flights. On April 18th, our Transiting Exoplanet Survey Satellite, or TESS, celebrated 5 years in space. In that time, TESS has mapped more than 93% of the entire sky, discovered 329 new planets, and provided new insights into an array of cosmic phenomena, from stellar pulsations and exploding stars to supermassive black holes. On April 20th and 21st, we hosted free Earth Day events at Union Station in Washington, D.C., with hands-on activities to illustrate the many ways NASA does Earth science. We also hosted a virtual Earth Day celebration with interactive online content and resources, including some available in Spanish. For more about NASA's Earth Day activities, visit nasa.gov/Earth-Day-2023. That's what's up this week at NASA. For more on these and other stories, follow us on the web at nasa.gov/Tuan.
That's what's going on at NASA this week, and we're so glad that you found out about it. There's something about that helicopter or robot that they have that flies on Mars right now, and the fact that it's done 10 times more flights than they expected it to do, which is really great to show what they're doing. And that's one thing we're doing right now with our young people here. We're having a class, the Lee Hawk Drone Academy. that has kids learning how to fly drones. We have kids from 8 to 12 years old that are learning drone flying abilities and studying so that they, as they get into high school, they'll be able to get their license as drone pilots. So that's one thing that we're trying to work on with our young people, as all of this is technology that we need to be bringing more of to our community, to everyone. There's jobs in there, there's entrepreneurial activities in that field. So drones and robots are a growing business field, and it's a growing apparatus to be used in the world. So one of the things we want to do is make sure that we're on the front end of this and not playing catch up, but to get our young people involved, and our families, and you and I should be involved in working with drones. So that's one thing we want to do. That's one thing that they show. And we're going to be having a new class. We're getting ready to finish our class of Lee Hawk Drone Academy for this first group. And this was a pilot group that we just brought in. And we're going to get ready for our next group of drone students. And I don't know exactly when they can register, but that's going to be going. So be sure and check our Facebook page and YouTube and watch this radio station, so we will announce when we get ready to start the next class of drone pilots. I'm going to be talking with the instructor. We're going to evaluate how this class went, things we can do better, things that we may want to improve upon. But we're going to surely have another Drone Academy class coming up soon, so you want to stay in touch. You can also go to our our web page and sign up and say that you want to be in a future class. So if you go to www.bftaa.org, about the middle of the page, it says you can sign your children up for different programs that we have. So we'll put you on the wait list. If you pick the drone program or any of our robotics programs, you can do that now. We'll email you and let you know when the next class is going to happen. So you'll be on the front of the list for the next class starting up. We don't have another robotics class. We are going to be starting a coding class that will be happening in the middle of May. So there is a coding class coming up. So all of these classes, we're running them back to back. Pretty soon we'll be able to run some concurrently. What we're looking for is to have more volunteers and more people to assist us in this. So if you would like to volunteer, if you'd like to help out with the Drone Academy or with our robotics program or with coding, please get in touch with the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. We're always looking for volunteers, and your skill level doesn't have to be way up there. You don't have to be an expert. You can assist some of the instructors that we already have as you learn and improve your skills, that you can take over a class yourself. So if you want to learn how to teach robotics, how to teach drones flying, how to teach coding, get in touch with the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. We'll work with you. We can get you the training that will help you not only with around here and the class we're doing, but it can help you with jobs. It can help you with your skill levels. So get in touch with the Black Family Technology Awareness Association and go to www.bftaa.org. Also on that same page in the middle, it has if you want to volunteer. So if you click there, it'll give you a link, and a form will come up that you can sign up to be a volunteer. So we're looking for all types of people, ages, long as you're 18 and over. Now we're not looking for young people to be teachers. They can volunteer and help out. But for our instructors, we'd like for them to be 18 and over, at least out of high school, or maybe a senior in high school that wants to work with young people. But we would love to have you be involved with the Black Family Technology Awareness Association and some of the technology programs that we have. We're even going to be working, or we have started working with cyber seniors. So we've had a computer class so senior adults can learn basic computer operations, how to work their emails, how to do the texting, how to do a lot of the things that people take for granted nowadays, but everybody isn't that computer savvy. So we're going to have classes where people can learn. We've done it once, and we're going to do another one probably this summer on weekday mornings, so that people can come in and learn how to use their computer. So get in touch with the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. You can always email us at BFTAA at sbcglobal.net. You can hit us up on Facebook. You can give us a call at 816-781-4050 or 816-599-6893. Either one of those numbers is a good number to reach us on. So we look forward to hearing from you. And we're going to get back to a little bit of what's going on at NASA. You just went through seeing what happened last week in NASA, and now we're going to take it to the space to ground. So you will look, or you will see what's going on at the orbiting space station that we have. So let's go right now to space to ground.
Welcome to Space to Ground. I'm Nilofer Ramji. The 27th SpaceX cargo return, a walk in space, and celebrating our home planet. It's Space to Ground, the Earth Day edition. 4,300 pounds of science and cargo returned to Earth on Saturday, April 15th aboard SpaceX's uncrewed Dragon spacecraft, which splashed down off the coast of Tampa, Florida. Among the science, frozen dwarf tomatoes that were harvested will be examined for the effects of light quality and fertilizer on fruit production, microbial safety, and nutritional value. On Tuesday, 2 Russian cosmonauts took a walk in space to move a radiator. This was the first of 3 spacewalks for Expedition 69 Commander Sergei Prokopyev and flight engineer Dmitry Petelin, who exited the Poisk module to move a radiator from the Rassvet module to the Noka Science module. A pair of astronauts will exit the hatch on April 28th to prepare the space station for continued solar array upgrades. You can learn more about the spacewalk during our preview briefing on Monday, April 24th at 2 p.m. Eastern. For all upcoming spacewalks, you can catch live coverage on NASA TV, on the agency's app, and on the website. 250 miles above our home planet sits the International Space Station. With 16 sunrises and sunsets a day, we have been able to study our planet from multiple locations during the day and night. As we celebrate Earth Day on Saturday, we continue to focus on the well-being of our planet, including how humans are affecting its climate. Astronauts and instruments aboard the space station have the ability to track factors influencing climate over long periods. And the data gathered helps inform climate decisions that help us understand and care for our planet. EcoStress, an instrument on the exterior of the space station, measures the temperature on the ground, which is hotter during the day than the air. Urban surfaces like concrete are often much hotter than a field, for example. This is one of the ways urban heat experts have noted that extreme temperatures can be deadly due to an urban heat island effect. This is when temperatures do not drop sufficiently at night.
Space to ground.
With more than 3.5 million images of Earth taken by crew from the space station, Crew Earth Observations is one of the longest-running records of how our planet changes over time. At the moment, the program supports a number of studies, including urban night lighting, glaciers and volcanoes, and atmospheric processes affected by volcanic eruptions. For more on the science taking place aboard the space station, don't forget to follow at ISS_research. That's Space to Ground for this week. Thanks so much for watching. We hope that you have a happy Earth Day, and we'll see you next week.
Subscribe.
All right. That was Space to Ground. We're glad that they were able to join us with some of the latest information that's coming out from NASA. And we're glad that you're here joining us, that we're learning some things and that we're bringing things to you, and we hope that you enjoy listening to this. I'd love to hear from you. If you like the show, if you don't like the show, if you want to see more shows or anything different, just drop us a note on Facebook, email us at BFTAA or KUAW985 @gmail.com. So send it to the radio station, KUAW985 @gmail.com, or just hit us up on Facebook. You can go to KUAW-radio. You can also, if you're watching this on YouTube, leave us a message in the chat, and that's at KUAW Space Radio. And if you want to leave us a message at Twitter, because we still have a Twitter account, it's just not letting us put our videos up there right now, go to KUAW_radio. So we'll be posting our shows after they're recorded up to Twitter But right now, we're having some kind of problem getting this thing to do a live broadcast from there. But that's some of the things that happen when you're using other people's stuff. One of the things we want to do is start broadcasting to our KUAW web page, and that way we'll have control of when it goes up and when it's not up and stuff. So stand by, and not too far in the future, hopefully we'll be able to tell you to just go to KUAW.org, and you'll be able to watch our videos there also. So we're not going to stop putting them out on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch wherever we can, but we also want to bring them on our page where we'll have a little bit more control over what we put out there. So you got to constantly evolve or constantly change and stuff. I bought a new camera, a new webcam here, face cam, that I'm going to hook up. Right now it doesn't seem to want to play right with my Logitech cameras that I have up. But we're going to work with that and see if we can't get that evolved so that both of them can work together. But we're trying to get new equipment. I'm going to get some new lighting ordered. I also have already ordered a hotspot that may help us to be able to do some what do we want to say, remote broadcasting. We want to get out into the field at some of these poetry events and some of the events that go on at the Black Archives and other places around the city. We want KUAW to be able to bring you live broadcasts from those places. So we're starting to get some equipment together to do live remote broadcasts on KUAW, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch. You'll always be able to see us there, and we're looking at new lighting and a lot of things to just help us be able to do more in more places for getting information about what's going on in the community to you and to the world, so that people can see some of the good things going on in Kansas City, what's happening here and stuff. Kansas City is on the move. As you know, this week the NFL draft is here, which it goes from different cities every year, but we've got it this year. It's going to start Thursday. We'll see what'll be going on there. I may just have to broadcast to you from a phone at that site, but we're going to be able to work with that to let you know what's going on down there. But we're the home of the Super Bowl champions, but also we'll be the Major League Baseball Museum, Negro League Baseball Museum that they have down on 18th and Vine. There's going to probably be a lot of traffic through there because as people come to town and they're seeing the stuff that's going on with the draft, I'm pretty sure that they will be drifting through the 18th and Vine area to see the Negro Leagues Museum and the Jazz Museum down there. So those are things that we want to tout. We want to show what's going on in our community and show that to the world. So that's something that we'll be doing as this week goes on, is to just work around and let you see that. We also are going to keep working with our youth broadcasting group that we have at Raytown Middle School, but there's a new group of youth that we're going to be bringing in to work our right now you see the Smart Money team that comes on at Monday at 7 o'clock, and Smart Money will start being a show that we're going to have youth doing a lot of the work with, and another show that they're starting up. But we're working with more youth in the community. We're wanting to bring opportunities and experience and access and awareness, because kids can't want to be something that they don't get a chance to get their hands on, to feel, to touch, to work with. So our broadcasting is getting ready to bring in more young people. I know you've probably enjoyed, if you've been watching once a month on Thursday, the Raytown Middle School Broadcast Club is in here, and they've been doing real good this year. These are our middle school students, and they come in and they broadcast. They're doing stories, they're looking up, they're doing research. So those are all things we want to continue to bring to our young people. The Black Family Technology Awareness Association is about getting our kids involved in a lot of the things that sometimes seem to be out of reach. So we want to make that awareness right to them, because technology, STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics is a big thing. Another place where you can listen to us at, I almost forgot to tell you about, and I'm going to have to bring this up on the website, but we're out actually at STEM City. STEM City, Kansas City is broadcasting KUAW.org right now. You can hear this show at STEM City Kansas City. I'm going to have to see. I think I can get a link to that. I don't want to bring the actual broadcast in there. We may get echoes and stuff through it, but I'm going to see about bringing the link up for STEM City USA and then STEM City Kansas City, because those are some sites that you need to be checking out also. So let's see what we can do. STEM City USA, if we go there, then we can probably do a little traveling to STEM City, Kansas City. So this is this is one of those experimental things that we will do and work with online right now. Let's see, we're here. Let's see if we can bring that up. Okay, gotta find where to get this link. Guess I will swap with NASA right now. All right. Let's see about that now. Let's see if we can add this to the page. All right. So if you see behind me, right now, this is STEM City USA. See if we can.
Your tour guide for STEM City USA. To see our featured events, just click on the sign to your right. You will be teleported to
Okay,
the
this is STEM City
there, go to the
USA. Let
auditorium
me
and visit
stop
the other
her for a second, and we will see where we can go here. You click on one of these. Okay, we got to interact here. We're going to get it together. Here we go. So I'm going to bring you some different sites here. This is STEM City USA. It's a site that has a lot of different information. It's like a virtual city that you can go to, and there's a lot of different things you can do. So we've got a welcome center here. And let's see if it'll let me in the door. We're in there, and I think there's an airport. So if I go in there to the airport, hey, look at there. It says we've got STEM City, Kansas City there, now boarding. So let's go to STEM City, Kansas City. All right, so you're in STEM City, Kansas City right now. You can go there at any time. The application, if you start at STEMCityUSA.com, then you go in and go to the airport in STEM City, USA, and you can go to Kansas City as one of the cities. Now we'll go to the Welcome Center here, or let's see, I think it's the Multicultural Center. Let's go in there. Hey, look at that. Building kind of looks like the Gym Theater, but it's named the STEM Theater. Okay, so the STEM theater instead of the gym. Let's open the door there. We'll click on the lobby. So you hear that music. All right, so that's the jazz of Kansas City in the Multicultural Center. But if you look back there on the back wall, you also see KUAW. So KUAW radio is located in the Multicultural Center. Now this is just the audio side of KUAW, but we're soon going to have the video also so that you'll be able to watch this broadcast there. So right now, if you click on that button, you will actually go into KUAW, and you would hear what I'm saying right now, but that would kind of be a duplicate. Let's see, it'd probably give us an echo, because all you're going to hear is the same show being broadcast twice. I think you'll get that. So what we're saying here is now also going out on STEM City USA in Kansas City. So what we're So you hear that in the background. Going out on STEM City, USA, in Kansas City. So we got all that different music going out on it, but just wanted you to see. Let's see if we can back that up now. All right, so we come outside. But that's another place that you can see and hear KUAW radio is if you go to STEM City, USA, and then go to Kansas City, STEM City, Kansas City. That's where we were. So if we back up from there, these are some of the things that you see there. It's got a few attractions, and they're going to be building more and more. That was at the Multicultural Center, but they also have a wellness center that you can go to. That's health and wellness. That'll be part of STEM City. And let's see, what else do we have in STEM City right now? But KUAW Radio is always trying to bring ourselves into more places, doing more things. They have an educational and discovery center. Let's see if they have that developed yet. We'll go in there. The Innovation Hub. So there's things in here. STEM City Resource Room, AR/VR portal, Kansas City STEM City Virtual Academy, Professional Finance Center. So they've got a lot of different places that you can visit once you're inside of there. And that is, it's being built. They're still working on a lot of it. But there you go, STEM City Resource Room. Some of the things that you can do. And if you're a business and you want to be involved in promoting your business at STEM City, this is the place that you can set up and have your sign up there, your information at STEM City. So BFTAA, KUAW, we're in there, we're broadcasting right now. You can go there 24 hours a day and hear the Black Family Technology Awareness Association's broadcast, which is KUAW Radio, and it's right at STEM City. So that's one of the things that we wanted to show you. Also, to let you know why we're so involved in STEM. Right now, when people talk about jobs, and a lot of times good paying jobs, they're in STEM. And there's over 2.5 million unfilled STEM jobs right now. 2.5 million. And it's like, you gotta get into this. And we got to get our kids into this. It says 92% of students participating in robotics are more likely to take advanced STEM courses in high school or college. So if you get your child involved in some of our robotics programs, which can be vertical robots or robots that run on the floor. Our vertical robots, some people call them drones, are still robots. They can be programmed to do some of the same things. And there are competitions that students can enter working with the vertical robots. 83% of students participating in robotics reported interest in taking additional engineering courses in school. So 80% dependent of soft skills like teamwork, collaboration, time management, and communication. That's the students that can get into robotics, and they do that. They improve their soft skills, like how to work with others, teamworking, collaboration, time management, because they've got a certain amount of time to get this robot built, to get things done and on the ground. So robotics is designed to teach that stuff, to teach teamwork, collaboration, time management, communications. Those are the things that our young people need to be involved in and that are good for the economy, good for the country. We need more people involved in STEM. So that's one thing we want to make sure that everybody knows that, and that you're talking to your children about STEM field. Now, everybody's not going to be a rocket scientist or engineer, electrical, mechanical, civil, whatever it is, but We need all of them to raise their game up, that if you're not going to be that, then are you going to be a technician of some sort? Are you going to be a specialist? You can get certifications without being an engineer that can elevate your career to a high level, that you're working side by side with engineers. You know, if you've got some Cisco certification, if you got cybersecurity certifications, if you know networking, those are the type of things, and robotics, programming, a lot of that all of them don't even require a college degree. Just passing those skill level tests. Just like with flying the drones. Right now, they can get drone licenses while they're still in school. They can become licensed drone pilots. They can start businesses doing aerial research or photography, measurements, all type of things that young people can get into on the entrepreneurial side. You don't want to work for somebody, start your own drone business and do that. There's a lot of uses. I was watching the kids Saturday as they were watching a drone that's used in movie making now. Some of those shots that you see that look like they're coming from an airplane or way up somewhere are drones flying with cameras on them that are actually quality that gets in movies, you know, that the directors are using and guiding. So there's somebody on the set out there in Hollywood or down in Atlanta at Tyler Perry's studio that's a drone pilot. They don't ask them if they've been to college or not. A lot of times they just want to know you're licensed, you know what you're doing with flying, programming, running these things. So that's the thing that we need to look at, is that whatever it is that you want to do, you need to get the skills to be able to do it. So hopefully we will encourage more and more of our young people to get into STEM. STEM is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So that's what we want to have, and if we can get more people into it, the better. All right, now there's another thing I want to bring to your attention, and that is if you're looking for African American organizations that are doing things to help the community, that want to make the community better, and there are a lot of them out there. There is a resource that comes out that has been made that can help you find nonprofits that are in the community. This is your Black Nonprofit Resource Directory. So if you look at this, let me see if I can hold this up. There we go. Oops. There. The Black Nonprofit Resource Directory. It was worked out. This is a project supported by funds from the Institute of Museum and Library Sources under the provision of the Library Services Technology Act, administered by the Missouri State Library, a division of the Office of the Secretary of State. So the state of Missouri has put this out. There you go. The beloved community, the Black Nonprofit Resource Directory. And sure, I have to show you that yours truly, our group, is in there for sure as one of them. This is the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. Can you read that? There we go. Get that where you can read it. Yeah, so we're located in there along with others, though, as you see. Brothers Liberating Our Community, Camp Choice, Core Changing. There are a lot of organizations that are in this book. I don't know what the total number is, but there's, let me see if they have it on the front, but it's called The Beloved Community. Get in touch with the Kansas City Public Library. They should have some of these around. They're free. I don't know how many they had printed. They got us in here, but other than that, I'll have to get Miss Terry Barnes on the line and some of her staff to help us with, looks like they've got 39 different organizations that are in the city, from you see the Ad Hoc Group Against Crime, the A-Flat Music Studio, Black Excellence, excuse me, Dreams KC, HBCU Walking Billboard, Family Matters of KC, Elements of Education, Oracle Center for Social and Cultural Activity, KC, Rise Well Foundation, the Hope Center, the Jones House, the Porter House KC, Transition Zone, the WEB Du Bois Learning Center. So all of those, and it has contact information in there for them, for these organizations, all of that right there. So check it out, the Beloved Community, your Black nonprofit resource directory that is available now. I will get in touch with them. Maybe I can get one of the founders or one of the people that helped put this out to come on the air and see how this has been working. But if you want to find the organization, they're in there. So check with your library. They should have some of them at the Kansas City Public Library since they were a part of putting this together. So be sure and reach out because there are people in the community trying to do things. They want to work with our families, our getting people back into jobs, helping people that are veterans or people that have just been incarcerated, all of those type of things. And there are a lot of good Black groups that are doing this. There's groups of all types, but you also have to know that is what it says, God bless the child that has his own. So we need to be our own advocates at times too, and to work for bettering the community and not wait for somebody else to come in to better the community, but for us to work from within the community, within the families, and do better things. So check out the Beloved Community, which is a resource directory for African American organizations that are in the Kansas City area, greater Kansas City area. Some of them are Kansas City, Kansas, Overland Park, where have you, but that's something worth checking out. All right, well, didn't get to tell you much about our Remake Learning Days, which is going to be happening May the 13th, right here at 4510 East Linwood Boulevard, event for the whole family. Excuse me. That you can definitely come down to. It's called Remake Learning Days. So that's happening May the 13th. We want you to come down, bring your kids down. There's going to be drone demonstrations, some drone flying that your kids can do, and also some robots that they can operate, some coding. We're going to have fun. We'll have refreshments, some hot dogs, chips, all of that from 12 to 3 o'clock Saturday, May the 13th. Remake Learning Days right here. All right, that's all for our show today. This is Louis George Walker for the BFTAA and More Show, telling you about technology, about STEM, and things going on in the community. Thank you for joining. I'll be glad to see you next week at 5 o'clock right here, BFTAA and More.